Well, a very good afternoon to you all on the 17th day of national lockdown, and of course also Easter Day. I'm Mark Long, rector of the parish of St Andrews in Newlands, Cape Town. One of the Eucharist readings for today, and there are a number of readings, but the one that really stood out and I find personally quite helpful is from Jeremiah chapter 31, verses 1 to 6. And if I could just read parts of it to you. This is what the Lord says: those who survive the coming destruction will find blessing even in the barren land. I will rebuild you. You will be happy again and dance merrily. Again you will plant your vineyards and eat from your own gardens. The day will come when the watchman will shout, "Come, let us go up to worship the Lord our God." I find that helpful in terms of just where I am, certainly, in dealing with the coronavirus and the pandemic that is on us, the lockdown we're in, and the economic consequences of that. Aware that no matter whether one has wealth or not working for a period of time, not having income, just levels the playing fields in many, many ways. And for many of us, we need a renewed sense of hope. We need to know that, in fact, a time will come when we will once again actually be able to live and live well. The reading from Jeremiah touches on just the nature of the human experience, in fact, that throughout the millennia we've been faced with all sorts of times of chaos and destruction and hopelessness. And out of each of those times, actually, as humanity, we have this most amazing ability to survive and to rebuild. And Jeremiah touches on that and just reminds us that those opportunities will be renewed in our experience. Part of the resurrection is to trust that God is present, that God is interested in our lives and our world. And part of the other readings today in the Eucharist, as well as those that will come up over the next few weeks, all ask us to reflect on the early disciples' encounter with the risen Christ, and as they bear testimony to their experience of what that means. Be it Mary discovering Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, thinking that he was the gardener. Be it Thomas, as he meets with the other disciples, having missed the experience of Jesus being with them, and having Jesus reappear just to take time for him to experience the resurrected and living presence of Jesus there with them. The disciples on the way to Emmaus, not initially recognizing Jesus, but as they break bread in the evening, discovering, wow, this is amazing, and encountering God in Jesus in those moments. And we're being invited through the readings over the next few weeks to encounter God ourselves as we reflect on the encounters of those early days of the growth of the Christian faith. And for us in those encounters to meet God anew and afresh. And my prayer is, even in this time of lockdown, that there would be some really unexpected and surprising moments of awareness of God and God's love and God's goodness for us. Part of what Jeremiah says as well is, he says, "Long ago the Lord said to Israel, I have loved you, my people, with an everlasting love. With unfailing love I draw you to myself." And so on this Easter day, may that unfailing love of God draw each one of us to himself. And may we also receive a deep sense of peace about our future and about what lies ahead.